I've often heard people saying that Dhirubhai Ambani was born lucky, probably because anything that he touched turned into gold. And when you look at Kapil Sharma, the comedy king of today in India, the laughter challenge king, he was loved so much by everybody that he can now command, as I was reading the other day, a whooping fees that is unheard of for a comedian, but he does that. And he has left behind so many people who were working with him, and has now reached a pinnacle that was unattainable or has been attained by nobody else. So, what is there in their charts? What is the combination? What is the planet? What is the house that gives him and them basically? Well, blessings is the key word, because here when we look at the 9th house is the house of blessings. It is the house of divine grace, and wherever the 9th lord goes and sits in your chart, that is the place where you will find divine blessings. So, when we look into the chart of Kapil Sharma, we see that he has a retrograde Saturn and Jupiter sitting in the 5th house. Saturn is his 9th lord, and when you look at the 5th house, you know that the 5th house is a house of showbiz. Moreover, the 5th house is the 3rd from 3rd, which gives you an oratorship. Now, also please understand that his Saturn and Guru are in the nakshatra of Hasta. Hasta is the nakshatra that gives you an ability to make others laugh. And as the Saturn gives him an ability to make others laugh, it also makes him rich, because the 5th house is also the house of big monies. So, he also gets huge amount of money by the divine grace itself, and he has been able to encash it. That is the best part. Let us look into the chart of Dhirubhai Ambani. For Dhirubhai Ambani, we see that his sun is so well placed in the Lagna, and the sun is the 9th lord, because his Lagna is Sagittarius. So, the 9th lord here becomes none other than Sun, the king of the solar system. So, anything, he had a divine grace, whatever he thought, whatever he did would be great. Now, you see the sun is placed in the Mula nakshatra, and the sun in the Mula nakshatra makes him work right from the very base and then grow up gradually, take one day at a time and bloom into a gigantic banyan tree. That is the reason why he was able to create such a huge empire, because his blessings, the divine grace, was not just on any part of his life, but on his entire life. Whatever he whatever he touched turned into gold. As JN Bhasin really puts in his book, that the 9th lord, in the 9th house is the house of divine grace, and wherever that the 9th lord goes and sits, it is the place where you will find a lot of happiness, you will find a lot of name, love and luck. So, if your 9th lord has gone and sat in the 4th house, then it is you are lucky at home. There is peace, there is joy and contentment in your heart, and you will find a very beautiful home. You have the ability to be emotional and connect with people, because the 4th house also shows connection with the masses. 4th house is the house of mother, and you will be a loved child of your mother. Now, if your 9th lord goes and sits in the 12th house, should you be worried? No, because the 9th lord will bestow you blessings there also. It will give you work in an MNC, it will bring you name and fame from foreign countries, and it will give you a deep sense of occult, a connectivity with the Lord above. What more could you want? So, the 9th lord, wherever it sits, gives beautiful results, and it gives you that divine grace that we all are looking for. Even in the 8th house, if the 9th lord is there, people say that we are not lucky, because the 12th lord is away from its own house, the 9th lord is away from 12 houses away from its own houses. I feel that when the 9th lord is in the 8th house, it gives you an ability to go deep into adhyatma, into spirituality, and make a name of yourself there and have great connectivity with the Lord above. It also gives you an ability to work with other people's money. So, the divine grace is always with you. Try finding it in your chart and let us know how it worked for you. Till we meet with you again, stay safe and thank you for being there till the very end.
Please hit the bell icon for fresh updates. Don't forget to like, share and comment on the videos, and please subscribe to our channel.